Take you through some of my principles when it comes to styling a bed. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to build layers. I like to think of the back of the bed as the height and work my way down the bed. We used to start throws at the foot of the bed. It works so much more comfortably for me to have my layering starting from high, working through lows, and tying in a story all the way through. So let's start with the duvet. Now we want to add some layers of colour. I'd like to do some royal blue, I'd like to do some navy, and of course the grey base, and we've got white in the sheets. We've got a blue-grey bed head, so this duvet ties in the bed head perfectly. I'm first going to start by adding a quilt. Now I'm breaking the bed almost in half. If you look here, this quilt is probably about halfway. I've split the bed in half from top to bottom, which seems a lot, but when you build the layers, it's all going to feel comfortable and make sense. I said I want to tie some navy in, but not only am I tying navy, I'm tying in textures and layers of texture. We're starting with a very fine linen, this Freya duvet, and then the Freya quilt is another quilted textured pattern. In my navy, I'm adding a rich velvety mink. Perfect cozy for a bit of winter comfort. My next step is to fold the duvet over the quilt. So see, I'm building up the layers of heights. So I'm stepping up 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, a trick with the sheet, I know we're supposed to iron the top sheet, but we don't have time to iron the top sheet. So I'm folding the sheet over everything, fold it over, and then I'm going to bring it back. So create a layer to bring in the white of the sheet. So you'll see I've left plenty of space for pillows to build my pillows out. So I'm going to start with a quilted royal blue pillow, tying in the royal blue quilt. A nice big puffy pillow, purely for sleeping on. But it needs to go somewhere, so tying in, flattening them back. And then to get some softness and layers, I've got these beautiful, a new texture, like a raw linen white pillowcases. Now, so I'm pressing them to give a tightness. We could stop here, but for me, I feel you need to tie colours in. This navy is now sitting here on its own. So by adding these navy velvet cushions, there's now a feeling of belonging in the navy fur throw. It's all about tying a story together. You can't really do a colour or a texture purely on its own. Otherwise it just has no purpose of being there to tie the story together. But in bringing in the navy, I've noticed now that I've got one layer of the pale grey. I've got the bed head, which is a bluey grey, but it's far away. I've got the duvet folded back, so it does give two-dimensional, but I would be more comfortable with it being tied in directly. So I'm going to ditch these, and I'm going to add the perfect tie-in cushion. This is my perfect tie-in colour scheme cushion. If you look at the colours, the navy and the navy in the velvet mink. Pale grey, also tied through the duvet here, and the bed head. White, all through the pillows. Royal blue in our quilt. So the whole story is tied together. If this feels too much for you, you want to pare it back, simply take out a couple of cushions. By taking a couple of cushions, bring it all back, and then it's less imposing. And you can play along with the layers till it gets to how it feels comfortable for you. I like the extra layers, so I'm adding them back. What I've talked you through is all about anchoring the layers, the textures, the colours and the heights on the bed. What I haven't done is tied the bed and the colours and the textures and the layers to the actual room.